up, what up, what up, what up, man? What's going on, everybody, man? We about to get it on and cracking today, man. Who we got in the house? Now, I seen some people earlier that checked in, and as soon as I turned on the chat again, their shout-outs were gone. So if you were in here early, and you shouted out your city, make sure you shout out your city again, man. What up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's cracking, man? What up, what up, what up? Appreciate everybody in the house on this Saturday. What's going on, man? I know it's looking, it's pretty early, man. It's pretty early, you know? It is what it is, you know? But let's see who we got in the house today. So, I appreciate everybody hitting that like button. I appreciate that too, man. As you come in here, make sure you hit that like button as well. What up, Donald Goings? That was an author, wasn't it? What? I got real ops. Who you, Andrew Tate? Funny, man. Lamar from Opelika, Alabama, 334. I respect the work you put in, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Lamar Blackman. What up, man? All here, Shotty. What up? What up? Must be from ATL. You know what I mean? Houston in the building. What's up? We got the Nassau, Bahamas in the house. Chicago in the building. What's up, Chicago? Always. Oakland, California in the building. Jamaica in the place. Colorado. What up, AZ King? I see you, man. I'll be seeing you in the comments too, man. What up? Salute. What up, Goldberg 504? What up? Boosie, he not worth. You said, come on, Boosie, he not worth it. We talking about Boosie versus Gangster. I even got a picture that I made, man. It was just a quick, took me like 2 seconds, but you know what I mean? That's the showdown right there. Boosie versus Terrence Gangster Williams. That's a menacing name. That's a sinister name, ain't it? Terrence Gangster Williams. Brother of Birdman, Brian Birdman, a.k.a. Baby Williams. You know what I mean? STL, what up? 904, what up, man? Chicago, K-Town, man. West Side, K-Town, what up? South Carolina, what up? Hey, Whitty, this STL. What's up, St. Louis? What up? Baton Rouge in the house. What's up? Much love from Arizona. What's up, man? Y'all do me a favor, everybody. Hit that like button. Let's get them likes up, man, so we can get them alerts out and we can get this thing cracking, man, because I got a lot of clips to play, and they funny, man. I ain't even going to lie. This back and forth between Terrence Gangster Williams and Boosie, I've been cracking up about this, man. I got my opinion about it, too. What up, 314? Straight from the 314. Where's that? Salute the 803, the 415, and the 510. Where that? Shout out your city, too, man, if you can. Tampa, Florida in here, the 813. What's up, Tampa? Chicago in the building as always. What's up, man? I like Boosie, but he out of line. He way out of line? Really? You think Boosie out of line? Oh, we gonna go there. Nebraska, what up, man? What's up, Nebraska? Las Vegas, the 89106. What's up? 202 DC, what up? Memphis, Tennessee, that 901. I see you. What's good from the 803? What up? Salute 803, man. What's up? Oh, man, can y'all hear me? Hopefully y'all can hear me, man. Somebody said I was muted. I better not be. It's a brand new mic. Better be acting right. Hold up. Am I muted? It looks like I'm good. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear me, man, because I'm shouting out everybody's city. I don't care. And I want to make sure y'all hear these shout outs. You know what I mean? What up, 765? What up, the 404? Hey, lots of fans in Jamaica. What's up, man? What up, Jamaica? Bay Area, Cali, what up? Boosie being real. Yeah, I think Boosie keeping it real to his roots, man. I'm going to have to say that, man. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Seem like he being real. Okay, y'all can hear me? All right, cool. We can hear you. Okay, cool. Opelousas, what is that? Opelousas, Louisiana? I have a tough time with some of those Louisiana names because they all have that French spin on them. Because y'all had on, I guess y'all just got a lot of French, people who were Creole down there with that, right? So a lot of y'all stuff, man, be having that French spin on it. Boosie not out of line at all. I agree. New York City in the Spizzy, what up? Oh, man, if you're in the building right now, make sure you hit that like button, run them likes up, man, so that way at least we get over 100 likes so we can get them alerts out and everybody knows that we active, man. We active today. Georgia, the 478, what's up? 561, I see you. Y'all said it was people on Charleston White Live saying the same thing about Boosie. I wonder what they're saying. Because the way I see the situation is, Boosie has the most experience to talk about it because he's been locked up before in the same state. He's been running the circles where Terrence Gangster Williams have been around. So he's got, on an opinion question, yeah, he can state his opinion as far as I know. Just as long as he doesn't go out of his reach or anything like that. So I don't know, man. I think Boosie was keeping it real. What up, 242? L-Town at 863. What up, 386? What up? Y'all say Boosie the realest. I see you. 815. Kankakee. What up, Kankakee? What up? We got Atlanta GA in the building. Boosie keeping it G. I think so too, man. I think he keeping it a buck. I think he is, man. I think since it was an opinion-based question, he had every right to say what he said. Rest in peace, Jada Youngin. All right, so let's get to what we're going to be talking about today, man. So obviously we're going to be talking about this back and forth between Boosie and Terrence, a.k.a. Gangster Williams, who is the brother of none other than Birdman from Cash Money, Brian Baby Williams, and Slim, Williams, from Cash Money. So that'd be interesting to have brothers with that much money, because I'm sure Cash Money, the checks that they receive, even with all the alleged lawsuits and stuff, it got to be bags on bags on bags of cash, you know what I mean? But what's crazy is their brother, it seems like he's been ousted since he got out of jail, out of federal prison, even though they kind of made their reputation over his gangster, of him being a dude in the street. So that's weird, man. They had to oust him out for allegedly telling, you know what I'm saying? Not even allegedly, for telling on some people who already passed away. He even admitted to it himself, so ain't no alleged to it, right? And that's weird, man. It's crazy. So we're going to talk about that, definitely. We're going to play the back and forth between him and Boosie. And also, we're going to talk about these latest updates with Jada Youngin. Now, these are more geared towards, some of the stuff locally, but, that's going on in his hometown since the shooting. And, about the recent rise in his sales, which is crazy. It's boggling my mind. But, we're used to it now, right? Also, we're going to talk about Dababy and that interrogation tape and what it means, man. Now, before we get to all that, man, and break down all the specifics of all these things, do me a favor, man. Everybody in here, make sure you smash that like button, and we're going to bring this thing in like we normally do. You know what I mean? And y'all all know what that means. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right, man, so let's get to it, man. Now, for those of you who haven't been keeping track, Terrence Gangster Williams went to Vlad's platform and he did an interview. And he talked to pretty much his life story. This was him giving out his life story to Vlad. And he talked about each and every detail of his life and didn't leave anything out. Even the fact that he cooperated with federal authorities to get some murders, solved. Now, from anybody else's perspective that's not a street dude, not involved in the streets, I don't claim to be involved in the streets or anything like that, right? But from anybody else's perspective, you would think, okay, so what happened? Who did he tell on, Because the only reason why people hold rappers and other people in the game to these standards of being a street dude and never snitching or whatnot is because they hold themselves to those standards. And people hate a hypocrite. If you're a gangster, they like you for being a gangster, and that's the image of you that they fall in love with, that they like your music and recognize it for and appreciate it for, they hate to find out that person is not what they said they were. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so many people, it's a big deal when somebody exposes somebody for not being gangster when they claim to be. Now, when it comes to Terrence Gangster Williams, as far as I know, even through the parts of the interview I heard, I don't think he was really that big on the rap scene, you know what I'm saying? He was more of a street dude, and Cash Money pretty much built their reputation off of part of what he was doing out there. It sounded like he held them down. BG got his rap name from Gangster Williams and all that. But him cooperating with these federal authorities struck a nerve, allegedly, with Birdman. Now, there's a lot of debate out there on, is he telling the truth? You know, he said that he told on some guys who already passed away, and they let him out of federal prison when he was looking at, I think, life with a 20 with an L or something like that, or maybe life, you know? But to be honest, anybody who's not connected to the street, they're going to be like, forget that, man. All I got to do is tell on some people who ain't here no more. They already passed away, and I can get out of jail. Man, where the paperwork at? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Anybody's taking that deal. Come on, man. Unless, you know, you claim to be some type of gangster or some dude in the street. Then obviously people are going to hold you to that standard, right? But when I heard that, I said, hold up. He had to tell on some people who ain't even alive no more? I don't know, man. Or stay in jail for the rest of his life? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that one, you know? I don't know if I can take any points away. But Boosie, during his interview with Vlad, because Boosie is one of those guys who goes on Vlad all the time. Like, he's on there all the time, man. You know what I mean? And it's always good interviews because now it's to the point where he's like a regular Vlad commentator. So anything that's hot and current in hip-hop culture, he speaks on, right? And he was asked a question about Terrence Gangster Williams, and he gave his honest truth. You could hear the truth coming out. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I don't like what he did, man. I don't agree with what he did. And show me the paperwork. I don't even believe that he just told on some people who were dead. And that got me to thinking. I was scratching my head. I'm like, you know what? Why would they give a guy who has life, you know, let him out if he just told on some dead people? You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to the guys that he mentioned in the interview. I mean, no disrespect in that. But why in the world would they let him out for that? You know what I'm saying? And Boosie made a good point of that. He was like, man, he probably told on a lot more people and stuff like this. That started a firestorm. And Terrence Gangster Williams took the social media to fire back and clap at Boosie. And he said this. So it's several clips, so y'all get ready, man. Stand back. We're going to play them all. And we're going to start with the first thing that Terrence Gangster Williams said right here.
I understand it. You have a right to do that. Now, you say you could take the name Gangsta off. I could take the Gangsta off. Who are you to tell me what I can do? Bro, you from Baton Rouge, an hour from me. You know you must qualify to speak on me, man. Stay in your lane. Stay in the rap lane, matter of fact. You not even much a street dude. The dudes that you speak on in Angola, my homies that love me still to this day, always remember this, bro. Whenever somebody say they love you, if they truly love you from day one, no matter what you do or what you go through, they're going to still love you regardless. The same homies you speaking on Angola that you say stand on my name and respect me, that's the same homies when you went to Angola, behind Katrina, behind the storm, because they sent y'all out of the county jail. When you went there, those are the same homies that I reached out to make sure you was okay. And you know what they came back and say? Oh, he good, he in protected custody. So when you get on Vlad and you be telling all these old wild, goofy stories about you was in Angola, man, you was in protected custody, man. Understand it?
Now, that part right there obviously caused the firestorm itself. It was like, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and it seemed like Boosie had to clap back. So let's play it one more time, because I don't want y'all to miss any of that. They basically said that Boosie PC'd up. Now, we've watched Boosie on Vlad's platform for years now tell prison stories that were just uncomfortable to listen to. You know, I'm talking about some real savage stuff, right? And to hear that he PC'd up, you know, there's always a negative connotation with that. People always say, oh, somebody PC'd up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought you was a gangster, you know? You ain't do the main line. You ain't walk the yard with everybody else. What? Not Boosie, you know what I mean? So Boosie had to clap back. So, man, let's play it one more time.
I understand it. You have a right to do that.
My bad.
I understand it. You have a right to do that. Now, you say you could take the name Gangsta off. I could take the Gangsta off. Who are you to tell me what I can do? Bro, you from Baton Rouge, an hour from me. You know you must qualify to speak on me, man. Stay in your lane. Stay in the rap lane, matter of fact. You not even much a street dude. The dudes that you speak on in Angola, my homies that love me still to this day, always remember this, bro. Whenever somebody say they love you...
Now, okay. He's going into this inspirational talk stuff. And I noticed when the one dude got called out by, what's that cat, man? There were these two YouTubers who were going back and forth. one dude, he's got a real big platform, and he ran a videotape showing the other guy pretty much telling, you know? I mean, he did a whole video where the dude is just, it's the whole interview process where the dude was in there telling. Now, if you go on that dude's platform or you go on his page, he sounds a lot like this, where he's talking that inspirational talk type of talk. Not to say he's not being legitimate, but man, why does it always come to that when something foul is found out? You know what I'm saying?
They truly love you from day one. No matter what you do or what you go through, they're going to still love you regardless. The same homies you speaking on Angola that you say stand on my name and respect me, that's the same homies when you went to Angola behind Katrina, behind the storm, because they sent y'all out of the county jail. When you went there, those are the same homies that I reached out to make sure you was okay. And you know what they came back and say? Oh, he good. He in protected custody. So when
now, he knew he did all that. Okay, so this is why he did that. So he do that. He threw all that sauce on there to make it sound kind of like an inspirational speech or whatnot, just so he could throw that jab in there. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, the guys that you were telling me was holding you down? Yeah, they told me you had PC'd up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
You get on Vlad and you be telling all these old wild, goofy stories about you was in Angola. Man, you was in protected custody, man. Understand it?
All right, man. So that was Terrence Gangster Williams' response to Boosie's interview. That was his response to the interview, where Boosie pretty much went on, and I'd play it, but you know, Vlad don't play, man. He don't play. He don't play. Oh, man, stop. Well, we're going to get to this Boosie clip, all three of them, in a second. But y'all do me a favor. If you ain't here right now, make sure y'all hit that like button. We should have about 500 likes already, man. Let's run them up, man. Hit that like button. Let's go. You know what I mean? So, okay. Now back to the video. All right, so it sounds like dude was upset about the way that Boosie said it. You know, in the interview, Boosie was like, man, just go ahead and take that gangster off your name. You know, he got upset. You could tell he was, I want to say, let down by hearing that Terrence Gangster Williams cooperated with the feds. You know, he seemed let down about that. You know what I mean? But let's see his response to this response. You know what I mean?
Hey, check this out. I'm going to address this gangster situation. You can't take my stripes away because you gave yours away, dog. I'm a real stand-up. I'll be all, dog. No PC in me, dog. Asking from uptown, out in Joe's with it, into the jails. Asking from across the canal, downtown. I'm a stand-up, dog. I fight in the dome. I fight in the cell. I'm a violator, bro. You know, ain't no PC in me. I had jaws, bro. You know, I was like that, bro. You know, it's choices we make in life, and, you know, you made that choice to ruin all the relationships with your people, with everybody, because so many people glorified you, bro. You know, now that over with, bro, you know, and all I can say is, bro, do if I told you that line, I'm gonna stand up and be all, bro. Real.
All right, man. So that's the first run of that, man. So Boosie basically replied by saying, yo, dog, no. I'm a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? You can't take no stripes off of me. You can't tell anybody that I ain't gangster or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a stand-up dude. I did my time. I was in the yard. I ain't PC up. So whoever told you that is lying. Now, is it a possibility that Terrence Gangster Williams is lying on Boosie or somebody is lying to him about Boosie PCing up? And I know to the average person, this doesn't matter. You could give a care. Most people who work they regular jobs every day could care less if Boosie PC'd up or not. You know what I'm saying? If he checked in or didn't check in. If he rolled up or didn't roll up. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't care about that. But you could tell from Boosie's response, it hit him like, yo, nah, man, just stop playing, dog. You know, I'm a stand-up dude. I stand on it. You know, I did my dirt in the jail. And we've heard some of his crazy stories about throwing stuff on people, you know what I'm saying? Like some wild stories he's told on Vlad's platform. But what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Y'all think? Okay, man, before we break it down, let's run it back, man. And then we'll go to the next clip. Fair? Because I know y'all tell me y'all like when you...
Hey, check this out. I'm going to address this gangster situation. You can't take my stripes away because you gave yours away, dog. I'm a real stand-up. I'll be dog. No PC in me, dog. Asking a from uptown, I done jokes with it into the jails. Asking from across the canal downtown, I'ma stand up, dog.
Now, I see y'all in the comments, some of y'all in the comments saying Boosie's lying. Y'all think Boosie is lying about this? All those stories, all this time, you think he's been fabricating that? I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounds like he's being sincere or being honest. And it seems like he's trying to explain it in a way to where he can say, yo, these are people who can also vouch that I was a stand-up dude. But I see y'all in the comments. I see y'all.
Fighting the dome, I fighting the cell. I'm a violator, bro. You know, ain't no PC in me. I had jaws, bro. I was like that, bro. It's choices we make in life, and you made that choice to ruin all the relationships with your people, with everybody, because so many people glorified you, bro. Now that over with, bro. And all I can say is, bro, do if I told you that line, I'm gonna stand up and be all, bro. Real.
All right, so Boosie left it there, right? He said, yo, I'm a stand-up dude. People can vouch for me. Whoever told you that, he's lying, I don't know, man. Y'all don't believe what Boosie's saying there? I see y'all in the comments, man. I see y'all in the comments. Oh, y'all wildin', man. Yo, get them likes up. Let's go. Boosie just like oh, y'all dissing. Boosie don't talk about BR business. Yeah, I remember when he was asked the Fredo Bang question. Remember that? Vlad asked him about Fredo Bang and NBA Youngboy situation. He said he didn't want to talk about it. Boosie, they keeping these prisons full because of our stupidity. Okay, that's a wiser way of looking at it. Like, yo, cats running in and out of prison, you know what I'm saying, is keeping these prisons full. I get you on that one, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know who to believe. It seems like Terrence Gangster Williams, he's been 100% honest, because who in an interview would volunteer that information? Like, yo, I'm into it with my brother because, I cooperated. You know what I mean? Now, do I believe that he only cooperated against by telling on some people who already passed away? I don't know. And that was Boosie's biggest point in that interview, was like, yo, you can't believe that. Where the paperwork at? You know what I mean? We said, how many times did he say that? For those of you who've seen that, how many times did he say, where the paperwork at? You know what I'm saying? I was cracking up. I ain't gonna lie. But, man, let's continue, because Boosie wasn't done there in his response. He had another part to it.
And one more thing, bro. You need to apologize, bro, for all them up that road from that city that fought for you up there, bro. All the steppers who name affiliated with your name, you need to apologize, bro. To your people, everybody, all of them who put your names in all them songs. It ain't gonna take from what you did, but you need to apologize, bro. Them niggas really was out there for you, bro. And the question is, do you feel they deserve an apology? Well, that's the question. Do you feel they deserve an apology? I feel they do, though. I feel they do, dog. Like, your name wrong with the top dogs, bro. So, you a lot of people, dog. You took.
Now, Boosie in that part was showing a lot of respect, man. But he was also telling him that he needs to apologize. Now, telling another grown man he needs to apologize is always going to hit a sore spot, right? He's going to be like, apologize for what? Like, nah, if I apologize, I got to feel like I did something wrong and I want to apologize. But he's like, nah, man, you need to apologize to everybody who held your name down while we was locked down and whatnot. And he seems disappointed. That's probably the best word to describe his tone. Seems like he's disappointed in the whole situation, to be honest. If that's me reading his signs clearly or his voice or what he's saying clearly, you know what I'm saying? But he needs to speak the full truth. They not speaking on that, though. What aren't they speaking on? Y'all elaborate, man. And, hit that like button. Hit that like button. So let's play that one more time, man. Go through it a little bit. I know y'all like when we play these more than once, so I'm going to do it. I got you.
And one more thing, bro. You need to apologize, bro, for all them up that road, from that city, that fought for you up there, bro. All the steppers who name affiliated with your name, you need to apologize, bro. You know, to your people, everybody, all of them who put your names in all them songs, you know. It ain't gonna take from what you did, but you need to apologize.
Now that's a bold statement, man. To tell him he needs to apologize. I don't know. That seems, I don't know if he's crossing the line there personally, but it seems like I said, like he's disappointed in the fact that, you know, dude told, you know, even though he alleges that he told on some guys who already passed away, who died or whatnot, you know, it's an interesting situation. So let's go.
Bro, them niggas really was out there for you, bro. You know, and the question is, do you feel they deserve an apology? Well, that's the question. Do you feel they deserve an apology?
I don't know. Y'all tell me in the chat. I'm going to be looking at the chat. If you feel like, yo, people were repping for him in jail or whatnot, and then he got out on not on a technicality, but on, you know, by going against whatever street code that they claim to stick to or whatnot, right? A lot of debate for that, right? So if he got out for those reasons, does he really owe anybody anything, like an apology or something like that, if they were holding him down and repping for his name? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Or do y'all think like, nah, man, at this point, Terrence Gangster Williams, he got to be in his late, like Birdman, right? Like in his 50s or something. Like he got to be an older dude. So it might not be a need, you know? New names come, new names keep folding in. It's just something people are going to forget about probably later on down the line as he gets older.
I feel they do, though. You know, I feel they do, though. Like, your name wrong with the top dog, bro. So, you know, you a lot of people, dog. You took.
Now, I don't claim to know the inner workings of what goes on in Angola State Prison in Louisiana. But based on what Boosie is saying there, he feels like by Terrence Gangster Williams cooperating with the feds, you know, on those cases that he alleged he only told on some dead. Because there's a difference. He alleged that he only told on some guys who already passed away, right? That messed some people over. My question is how, man? How in the world would that mess somebody else up if they're in jail? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Boosie is privy to some information that we don't have yet and it'll come later. But Terrence Gangster Williams didn't leave it there. He did a whole YouTube video, and I just have a small snippet we're going to break down and kind of react to. You know what I mean? So let's go.
Boosie, you just made a post about me trying to take your stripes. It's never my intention to take your stripes. My intention was what I did, to answer you back, because at the end of the day, you say you're a street guy, but yet dudes know certain things, you mind your business.
Now, does he have a point there? Like, is this Boosie stepping out of his business, or the fact that he could name people and know people tied to the situation in jail or whatever, you know, it gives him a right to say his opinion. I want to know what y'all think about that.
You acting like a puppet for Vlad. He asked you a question, many questions that I noticed that you just are getting people and you voice your opinion. And you got a right to your opinion. But some street dudes gonna automatically say, listen, man, I'm not at liberty to speak on that. I almost won't speak on that, blah, blah. You went into this whole spiel, had the Holy Ghost hooping and hollering, jumping up about how I hurt you. So at the end of the day, I don't care about strife, because guess what? You, people in Baton Rouge, all the way to New Orleans, gonna always speak my name, gonna say this about me, whether you say dirty, with defecation in your mouth, however you put it, you gonna always bring up gangster. Cause look how you.
You know what I noticed? He doesn't swear either. You know what I'm saying? As a guy who doesn't, you know, swear on the mic much. You know what I'm saying? I just noticed that. Like, and what is up with this room? It looked like he'd be interrogated right now. Maybe he was setting up for another interview or something like that. And like I said, at this point, he's got to be an older dude too. Because think about how long Cash Money's been in the game. Think about how old Baby and Slim are, you know? So, I mean, I'm pretty sure when he came out of jail, he thought he was going to come out of prison and run into some money and success like he'd been seeing them doing for the last 20 plus years. But unfortunately, it went a different way because Baby and them, they wanted to disconnect themselves from him. They didn't want anything to do with him because of the cooperation and stuff.
entertaining me now. So at the end of the day, I don't know nothing about your stripes. I know this here. The guys I've talked to, they just say use a regular guy from the hood. I don't know nothing about stripes and all that. You know, what's the definition of stripes? Because when I came up, from what you talking about, is two different things with stripes. And we're not going to compare our street resume with one another because you know that don't stand up with each other. You have an impeccable, maybe rap career, but street stuff, come on, man, we ain't gonna much talk about that. But at the end of the day, man, you know, like I said, I made a call. Boosie.
Oh, my bad. Before we break it down some more. Okay, I see y'all in the comments. Y'all said he's 47. Okay, so he's younger than Baby? Like, how does that work? You know what I mean? Is that what's up? Because I don't know. I thought he was the older brother. You know what I mean? Maybe not. So Slim and Baby are older than him? Wrong, only Slim. Mess with Gangster. I see y'all in the comments. Yeah, but we just talking about the story that's present. Like, we talking about what's going on, the interaction on social media. You know what I mean? He's the little brother. Okay, man. I must have missed that part in the interview. You know what I mean? I'm glad y'all here to clear that up. But one thing y'all can clear up is that like button, man. We hurting, man. We should be at 1,000 likes, man. Y'all wildin'. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Run them likes up. Hit that like button, man. Let's go. You know what I mean? All right. And let's continue. So let's go ahead and break this down a little bit more.
You just made a post about me trying to take your stripes. It's never my intention to take your stripes. My intention was what I did, to answer you back. Because at the end of the day, you say you're a street guy, but yet dudes.
What y'all think about this background and where he's sitting, man? It looked like he going in for interrogation right now. You know what I'm saying? Boosie said, hey, what's up with the paperwork? He went and checked back in and thought, no, I'm joking, man. Let me stop.
No, certain things, you mind your business. You acting like a puppet for Vlad. He asked you a question, many questions that I noticed that you just are getting people and you voice your opinion. And you got a right to your opinion. But some street dudes go automatically.
So Slim messes with him, but Birdman doesn't, huh? Okay.
They say, listen, man, I'm not at liberty to speak on that. I almost won't speak on that, blah, blah. You went into this whole spiel, had the Holy Ghost hooping and hollering, jumping up about how I hurt you. So at the end of the day, I don't care about strife because guess what? You, people in Baton Rouge, already New Orleans, gonna always speak my name, gonna say this about me, whether you say dirty, with defecation in your mouth, however you put it, you're gonna always bring up Gangster. Cause look how you entertaining me now. So at the end of the day, I don't know nothing about your strife. I know this here. The guys I've talked to, they just say use a regular guy from the hood.
Now, I have never heard anybody go on record and say that about Boosie. Have y'all ever heard that? And I feel like I'm siding with Boosie here for a second. So let me jump back in the middle. Like, is it possible that Boosie, he's just telling somebody else's story? He wasn't never a street dude or nothing like that. But I mean, when his back was against the wall, he had those cases hanging over his head. Wasn't he on death row for a second there? What about all that? You know what I mean? Or do you think that dude's just saying some things about Boosie because he felt disrespected in what Boosie said in that Vlad interview? He said he's acting like Vlad's puppet, but it seems like, man, he's got a little bit of angst on him. Like he's a little upset about what Boosie said. Because Boosie said it with a lot of, like I said, his tone of voice was that he was disappointed. You know what I'm saying? But let's go.
I don't know nothing about stripes and all that. What's the definition of stripes? Because when I came up, from what you talking about, is two different things with stripes. And we're not going to compare our street resume with one another because you know that don't stand up with each other. You have an impeccable, maybe rap career, but street stuff, come on, man, we ain't going to much talk about that. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, I made a call.
And that's where it cuts off. I don't know, man. I don't know who to believe in this situation. I just think that, man, in his Vlad interview, and that Vlad interview is going viral, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, it was creeping towards 1 million views. And it's only like a 8-minute clip or whatnot, right? In that interview, Boosie said some quality things, like, and raised some good questions. Like, dude, they let him out of jail for telling on some dead people, or some people who have passed away, I should say respectfully, right? I don't know. It don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? It seems weird. I've been doing this for what, a couple years. I read cases about hip hop and rap all the time, all day sometimes, right? I don't know, man. Something about that seemed a little weird to me too. But, I don't know. I wasn't there in the court. It might be 100% real and 100% factual. But Boosie raised that question. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why Baby don't rock with him and Slim does. But we never know. We never know. You'll never know. Interesting, man. I wonder what y'all think. In his rebuttal to what Boosie said, in their little back and forth online, who do you think you side with? Do you side with Boosie? Or do you think that Terrence Gangster Williams, regardless of how he got out of federal prison, you know what I'm saying? Because if he's being 100% honest, and he's really just told on some guys who passed away, and now he's able to be out here in the physical world and not locked up, I kind of understand, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't a street dude, you know what I'm saying? I ain't a street dude. So, to anybody who just work a regular job or, broke folks and stuff, man, we just be like, yo, man, that makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it helps y'all solve this, yeah, my dude who passed away, he did this, yeah, oh well. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, some people, they take that code more serious than others. And if you're a street dude, you're going to uphold that, man. You're going to stick to that. And because that's what you live, breathe, die on. You know what I mean? Literally, But, man, y'all tell me in the chat. Who do y'all think is right in this situation? I see some people saying salute to Gangster. I see some people saying Boosie is a clown. I'm wondering, man, because sometimes, especially when you talk about this street stuff, you could tell that the celebrity that Boosie has, it really doesn't matter because people really want to just get to the facts. You know what I mean? Yep. But yeah, man, as far as this situation goes, that's where we going to leave it, man. Until there's some more back and forth between the two of them. Right now, I got it at a dead even until we get more facts. How about that? Now, let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Also, man, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all wildin', man. We should be at about 1,100 likes. So hit that like button, man. If you're in here right now, smash that like button. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to our next story, where we going to talk about Dababy. We're going to talk about Dababy next. We'll end on Jada Youngin. You know what I mean? Gangster told, y'all said, Boosie ain't you like 50 trying to beef. I don't think Boosie was trying to beef, man. I don't think he was trying to beef. Check out the 65 law in Louisiana. What is that? Is that a book? Boosie on this BS because the man went square. Oh, because Terrence Gangster Williams went square? You think that if he was still in the streets, it would be different? Terrence getting paid from just saying he a rat? I don't know. Man, and I am not calling dude a rat. I have no authority to do that. I'm just reading what's in the comments. And the person in the comment, they're not calling him that either. They're just saying, you know what I mean? Asking a question. Gangster will tell before... Okay. Terrence might be working Birdman smart, stay away. Yeah, man. What's crazy is a lot of cases we've seen, and I got to say this point, and I thought about this earlier when I was, preparing everything for this live. No, there's been times in the past, and maybe who's a Sopranos fan? Y'all tell me in the chat too. Just like that guy there was an episode of Sopranos, I want to say it was like the 5th season. There was a guy, he was trying to buy a house. He was trying to get out of the mob life. And then, he was going through some things with his family, his kids and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, man, out of nowhere, he's out of here by his own doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all decode what that is, right? The thing was, the tipping point, the straw that broke the camel's back is nobody knew that he was an informant the whole time. He had been an informant a long time before that. And they came to him like years later, they never out of your pocket. It's almost as bad as being extorted by the criminal side because you never truly out of their pockets is what I'm saying. According to a lot of the stories I read, news clippings, some of the stuff that I've seen with the Chicago, you know what I'm saying, and in New York, big, dog, what? It was one guy in New York, and it's a popular case that I don't talk about because I don't talk about this rapper anymore. But dude was basically just sitting on different rap crews and then moving to the next crew and nobody was questioning things. And this went on for years. You know what I'm saying? So, it's tricky, man. It's tricky. I can understand somebody, if they not living legit, being a little worried about that. But if you living legit, running something positive or whatnot, you're running a positive business and doing things, who cares? Like, that wouldn't matter. I mean, I doubt he would set you up, but it does seem like them people be in their pockets forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, come years later, like, yo, man, yeah, we need your help on something else. Same as the streets. That's what I used to love about The Sopranos, even though I think The Wire is a way better show. We ain't going to go there today, but The Wire is a way, way, way better show than The Sopranos for a lot of reasons. But the way that they balanced showing the agents, the federal agents versus the gangsters, and how they had similar tactics, man. It was interesting. That was interesting, man. It made for a good show. But, okay, man, let me stop, man. Let's get to our next topic. Can y'all do me a favor? Make sure y'all hit that like button, run up them likes, and we're gonna talk, what did I say? We're going to talk about Dababy. So let's talk about Dababy. And this interrogation tape, man. Hey, man, Dababy been out of trouble. He ain't been in trouble, man, knock on wood. He ain't been in trouble with like 100 days or something. Or something like he hasn't been in any type of situation, shooting, fighting, nothing, man. It seemed like he was getting into something once a month at least. You know what I'm saying? Big. I'm talking about shootings, fight with his artists, then another shootings, all sorts of crazy stuff. Fight in a bowling alley, but he's kept clean. And he's kind of done his thing. Like, he's in Vegas right now, you know. I think he's at Aria. Yeah, I be straight looking at what these artists be doing. I be looking at everything about them. Yeah, I'm that dude. But yeah, it seems like he's doing shows is what I'm saying. He's doing shows again. Seems like he's staying on the straight and narrow. But right when he's staying on the straight and narrow, man, here comes this tape of him in the interrogation room. And a lot of people are debating, is Dababy telling or not, man? Now, like I said, I ain't no street dude. I could give a care if Dababy told on anybody or whatnot. But when I listen to it, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't hear him telling on nobody. I hear him talking about, hey, I'm innocent and this is what I did. He didn't bring up anybody, but man, let's play some of it. Just a little bit of it, man. By now, hopefully you guys watched the whole thing. But it's like an hour and 15 minutes long, I want to say. So, but here's goes a clip that Hip Hop DX put on their Instagram page that I want to play. All right?
Down there on the hood of the car. They speeding up this way, right here towards me. And I'm trying to get back. They in the car with you, see them in the car with guns. That's when I boom, 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 right here.
So you shot at them?
Yeah, they was about to shoot me. After they already shot somebody and they stole the car.
You have a permit for that gun that you shot?
I don't have no permit. I'm not a convicted felon.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm
need a
saying?
permit to carry a gun, you know?
To carry concealed.
Yeah.
Not to open carry. I wasn't carrying concealed.
You cannot open carry.
You can return fire at somebody.
You return fire? No, I'm just letting you know how the law works.
Yeah, it sounds like you. It sounds like you're trying to incriminate.
Oh man,
Actually, do you know you committed a crime? I did not commit a crime.
No, listen, I'm asking you a
They hit Prince. You can see Prince up in the air down there on the hood of the car. They speeding up this way, right here towards me. And I'm trying to get back. They in the car with you, see them in the car with guns. That's when I boom, 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 right here.
So you shot at them?
Yeah, they was about to shoot me. After they already shot somebody and they stole the car.
You have a permit for that gun that you shot?
I don't have no.
All right, man. I played it once all the way through and then kind of again. I don't know, man. To me, it sounds, and you even see in the comments over here, you see people basically saying, oh, man, he doing too much talking. But I don't know, man. It seems like to me that Dababy is basically explaining what went down. Letting it be known that, my bad, y'all. Took that down.
They hit Prince. You can see Prince up in the air.
It seemed to me like Dababy is just letting it be known that he shot his gun in retaliation of somebody shooting at him or pulling out their gun like they were going to shoot at him after they shot somebody else. Just clearing himself. Because remember, when this went down, I want to say it was Memorial Day weekend, 2021. So last year, Memorial Day weekend. And there was a lot going on. There was a lot of shootings. Him and his artist, Wisdom, were actually in this shooting situation. And Wisdom ended up getting arrested. And along with another guy from the other side that they obviously were into it with, outside of this fancy restaurant in downtown Miami, right? So it was Dababy who actually went in for questioning, but he was never arrested. They let him go after this. So obviously, whatever he told them, it was straight up or could be confirmed, and they were like, okay, yeah, you were good. Because he admits to letting his gun off, and he admits to firing it. And he said, because they were shooting at me. And he even stopped the one officer and was like, I'm not admitting to any kind of crime. I ain't committed crime. So let's play it one more time.
down there on the hood of the car. They speeding up this way, right here towards me, and I'm trying to get back. They in the car with you, see them in the car with guns. That's when I boom, 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 right here.
So you shot at them?
Yeah, they about to shoot me. After they already shot somebody and they stole the car.
You have a permit for that gun that you shot?
I don't have no permit. I'm not a convicted felon.
Oh, I got you.
You know
You need
what I'm
a
saying?
permit to carry a gun, you know?
To carry concealed.
Yeah.
Not to open carry. I wasn't carrying
You
concealed.
cannot open carry.
You can return fire at somebody.
You return fire? No, I'm just letting you know how the law works.
Yeah, it sounds like you. It sounds like y'all trying to incriminate.
Oh, man.
Actually,
No.
do you know you committed a crime? Did not commit
No,
a
listen,
crime.
I'm asking you a
Yo, I think Dababy was thinking on his feet. Does it seem like he's doing a lot of talking and not saying, hey, I want to talk to my attorney? Yeah, but it sounds like he was in the right, and he knew he was in the right. So he was like, all right, this is what happened. I shot only because they shot at me. Let me go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all tell me, man. Is Dababy doing too much talking with this? Is he going against the code? Or is he just telling the truth?
Hit Prince.
And
You
letting
see
them know-
Prince up in the air down there
My
on
bad.
the hood of the car.
Let me turn that down. And letting them know what happened in order to get himself free. Because even in that clip and even in the long version, you don't hear Dababy talking about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear him incriminate anybody else. He just says that he was shooting and he gave him the purpose why. So I don't know. I can't hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said that's not snitching. He's just telling them what happened with details. Yeah. Now, some people consider that snitching, but he's only talking about himself. So, dog, this thing, people got to stop. You know, yeah, it seems like he's talking a lot, but come on, man. If you know you in the right, you 100% in the right. Like, yo, they try to shoot at me, so I shot at them back and, you know, in self-defense. And you know you clear on that? Shoot, why I got to call the lawyer for that? Richmond, California. What up, yo? What up, Richmond? What up, my from Miami? My bad. I see you. What in the word? Nice, Dababy and them bonding. Yeah, I don't think he bonded out. I think they let him out. Like, they only brought him in for questioning. You know what I mean? Now, Wisdom ended up having to get bonded. And what's crazy is Wisdom is the artist that Dababy ended up getting into a fight with. Remember? You said it sounds fishy. You snitch on yourself, you will snitch on me. A lot of people take that philosophy. They say, hey, don't say nothing. Your lawyer going to say the same thing. That's true. Your lawyer going to tell you not to say nothing either. But I don't know. It just seemed like Dababy knew he wasn't in the. Hey, this is off topic, but man, Dababy like to shoot that gun, don't he? You know what I'm saying? This joker. For a minute there in the hip hop, I was thinking like all through 2021, I was like, man, is this cat's wilding, man. He's trigger happy or something? Like, he wilding, bro. For real. Y'all think about it. Boosie never stepped to Gangster when he was on the street. This man has changed his life. Boosie a snake. Yeah, man. Okay. I've seen people make that point earlier about the Boosie topic, and I hate to go back on y'all, my bad. But, you know, those long comments, you know, if you want to get those in, man, make sure next time you super chat them in. But, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. First 48 lunch special. It's pretty funny, man. Because anybody walking by would be like, oh, man, is Dababy in there cooperating? Because if you look at that table,
Prince.
he got snacks on the table. Let me show y'all. Let me bring this back up. Funny, man. First 48 lunch special. He got snacks on the table. You see all sorts of goodies.
Prince. You can see Prince up in there.
He got his feet up. He talking. Wisdom in the other room crying like, oh, man, what's going on? No, I'm scene, very famous scene from The Wire, man. When a dude walked by and the other guy was eating McDonald's, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. He got them snacks there, though. It looks funny. It looks a little shady, but it is what it is, man. You know, Dababy, I think he's solid, man. I know a lot of people would rather him not say anything at all, but come on, man. Let's be realistic. If you know you're not in the wrong, maybe still call your lawyer. I'm not giving any legal advice, so y'all don't take this as legal advice, but wild, man. Wild situation. Y'all said Italian Beef and Pepsi Jr. We haven't heard from Italian Beef and Pepsi in a while. I know Lil J is locked up, and his manager said he probably won't be out until August, I think they said. But right now they're still running. They're running singles that he had ready. So we'll be seeing more of Lil J in the future. But that story that he told about FBG butter and the Italian beef and Pepsi, classic, man. Say Cheese got a lot of classics over there, don't he? Yo, man, y'all wildin', man. What's going on? Y'all mad at me or something, Doc? Yo, hit that like button. We should be at 1,200 likes, and we is nowhere even close. So do me a favor. Let's stop for a second, everybody. Collect and smash that like button, man. We should be, 1,200 likes easy. You know what I'm saying? 1,200 likes is where we like to get to anyways. So, man, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button if you're in here right now. And we going to continue on. And like I said, in the comment section later and in the chat, tell me if you thought Dababy was talking too much. Tell me if you felt like Dababy was doing too much in that interview. He got the snacks out there. He like, yeah, I shot even doing sound effects and stuff. Or is it legit when you know you innocent? You know what I'm saying? Y'all run them likes up. Run them likes up. Run them likes up, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we got classics over here too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, man. Classic lives, definitely. Some funny stuff that happened, but let's go. Let's go. All right, so let's get to our final topic of the evening, man. We are going to talk about probably the hottest story in hip-hop right now, and I hate to say it like that because it's really a somber story. It's really a sad story about Jada Youngin, you know what I'm saying? Because little homie lost his life, and I got too many videos about the subject. You guys can go see it. This week I dropped like 5 or maybe even 6 different videos about the topic, you know, covering every aspect of every detail that dropped, you know what I mean? But Jada Youngin, man, lost his life earlier this week. I want to say it was Wednesday. And he was pretty much ambushed outside of his home by, according to his grandfather, a guy in a ski mask, right? Now, what's crazy is, since the news of this, and I don't know if to take this as a positive or if this is going to feed into the conspiracy theories out there, but this was put out by Say Cheese, I want to say, earlier today, like first thing this morning, you know, when everybody was checking their lotto numbers. And it said Jada Youngin streams have increased drastically. He has 10 mixtape/albums in Apple Music Top 200 hip-hop charts. And I looked on the Apple charts myself and was surprised to see Jada Youngin all up on there. I was like, what in the world, bruh? Like, I know when a rapper, we say that, when a rapper passes away, they get more promotion. I think that's a famous Jada Kiss line, to be real. But to be real, like, for Jada Youngin to get this kind of love after he passed away is a bit astonishing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what in the world's going on here? Like, I get it, man. You want to play somebody's music because it's the last time you're ever going to hear it. But do these situations make people resonate with the music more? I don't know. Is that a fair question, man? Like, when something tragic like this happens to an artist, we constantly see that their album sales and that their streams go up. But is it something in people that says, all right, I want to reconnect with the feeling that I had when I first heard this person's music? Because I'll be real. I'll be honest. I am guilty of this myself. When Mo 3 passed away, that was the most Mo 3 I ever played in my life. I was playing Mo 3 like I was a day one fan. And it wasn't like I was going to the message boards or like any type of hip-hop meeting place and, you know, striking up the conversation. I just felt inclined to listen to his music. And I was listening to a lot of it like, man, this is good. Man, this was good. And I think, is that the same thing happening with Jada Youngin here? You know what I'm saying? Is that something that we can expect when rappers pass away? Now, there's a whole bunch of theories out there that I don't want to feed into about people getting set, like people profiting off of them. You know, everybody knows what I'm talking about. You've probably seen a gazillion videos about that on this very same platform, meaning YouTube, where people talk about the conspiracies about rappers, you know, getting shot or whatnot, man. But it's wild that it proves to be true each and every time, man. Streams go up, everything goes up through the roof. You know what I mean? Yeah, R.I.P. Jada Youngin. But that's not the only other point that I wanted to talk about, man. I just think that's wild, and it just raises some questions. Now, let's also talk about this headline right here. Now, this is from a story from allhiphop.com that came out today, and they said that Jada Youngin's death, other shootings raised concerns for police in his hometown. Now, it is no mystery that since Jada Youngin's passing, it's pretty much been like a war zone in his hometown of Bogalusa. Now, from what's been told is, and I've seen a couple of TikTokers from that city go online and talk about it, you know, Jada Youngin was probably the biggest thing that ever happened to that town music-wise. Like, ever. And to have a rapper from there that was actually signed and, you know, really known nationally wide or even regionally wide was amazing. And he inspired a lot of people. But with that, there was a lot of crime after his shooting, man. So this story continues by saying these things. It says, Bogalusa Police Chief Kendall Bullen lamented violence in the city following 3 shootings, one which claimed the life of Jada Youngin. You know what I mean? So you're talking about the 3 shootings surrounding him. Now, the first shooting is actually the shooting that took Jada Youngin's life and ended up having his dad being shot, right? The second shooting seemed like a retaliation or somebody chasing down the vehicle or the car that just shot at them, but nobody was hurt in that shooting. The third, and this is where it gets gray or gets fuzzy. People are saying that shooting took place at a hospital, but then other people say it took place at another car. You know what I mean? Now, Jada Youngin was killed in one of the 3 shootings in his hometown of Bogalusa, on Wednesday, July 27th, right? Now, according to police, the 24-year-old rapper's death highlighted ongoing issues with violence in the city. Bogalusa Police Chief Kendall Bullen was at the scene of the Jada Youngin shooting when a second incident occurred. So they were arriving to the scene when they heard that another shooting had just happened at the same time, or around the same time, I should say. Now, in quotes, the police chief said it's sad and told the local news there that this is Bogalusa, it's a small community. And with it being that small, like, you think that people don't know? Like, they obviously knew immediately. So they went and, you know, did a retaliation. I don't know that for a fact, you know what I mean? Now, an SUV was shot up minutes away from where Jada Youngin died. Bullets also struck the home of a man named Ray McGowan. Oh, they going there. They naming names. So some bullets also hit this guy's house. McGowan was watching television when gunfire erupted, leaving at least 5 bullet holes in his house. If he was sleeping at the time, the situation may have been worse. Now, this Ray McGowan guy, I don't know if he's even involved. I think there was a shooting at the SUV, and maybe they missed, or, you know, some of the bullets missed, and they were stray bullets that went into his house. So imagine that. If he was in the bed and some stray bullets went into the house, and they said if he was in the bed, he would have got shot. In quotes, it says, "This is where my bed is at," McGowan said, noting that where the bullet struck his home, it hit my pillow. So if he was not watching TV and he was laying in his bed, he would have been shot and possibly killed. If it hit his pillow, that means it would probably hit his head. Now, another home was shot up later that night. No one was injured as Bogalusa avoided more tragedy in the wake of Jada Youngin's death. Bogalusa Police Chief suggested all 3 shootings are connected. So they believe that all 3 shootings are connected regardless of this. And he said, in quotes again, "It appears sometimes a lot of our shootings and things in the young community are on opposite sides of the rappers they follow and support." So they're saying these are rap-related shootings where there's opposing sides. So I don't know who Jada Youngin's into it with. I did see on his Instagram page all the flags and things that he had going on. I don't know how much of that was cap or how much of that was real, but obviously it was real to the point where he lost his life. And I'm not sure if that had anything to do with this shooting, to be real with you. Now, police haven't identified suspects in the fatal shooting that claimed Jada Youngin's life. Authorities issued warrants for suspects involved in the second and third shootings. Now, the second and the third shootings, those could possibly be Jada Youngin's peoples. They could be the ones retaliating on this after the situation, and they're the only ones that they know about. Like, it's that back on that old thing, like, it ain't the person who passed the first lick, it's the person who passed the second lick that get caught. All right, we got a super chat in the house. Who we got? We got Cordy Mack. What's up? Those streams from people who didn't know the artist. All right, yeah. Usually, man, if somebody is running up streams like that, they're probably trying to get familiar with the artist's name and, you know, their music, and just going to that based on, you know, all the activity around their name in the news. Because this was like headline news, all major news platforms and whatnot. So, people are going to discuss that. But thanks again, Cordy Mac. I appreciate that. But y'all tell me in the chat what y'all think about this, man. Do y'all think that this situation with Jada Youngin, they'll eventually find who the shooters are because it's a very small town and it's hard to keep something that big a secret? Especially, you think they don't know who his ops are, like who he's into it with in a town that small? It's like, I don't know, man. Might as well turn yourself in or at least go get the lawyer, right? Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. You said free. Yeah, wow. 3 signed to, I don't know. I know what you're talking about as far as record labels. A lot of people say that. I don't want to confirm or deny any of that. But it's wild, man, when these guys who are kind of independent or they're, to be real, Mo3 was up. King Von was up. You know what I'm saying? He was on his upward trajectory. Like it was going there. He was already had the fan base and stuff. But with Jada Youngin, his career had lagged. He had a lot of issues because of his arrest, man. Like, they even said that he was on an ankle monitor for some time. And, he took a hit in his career. These streams and things that he's seeing is like the person who super chatted in said, people getting familiar with his music who didn't have a chance to hear it before. And I think, it's almost a respectful thing to do. But I think with the stories and everything that goes on, all the chatter, it makes you want to listen to the music more. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Nip got cool with Puff and Jay-Z and got... I don't think they had anything to do with it, I mean, at Jay-Z's level and at Puff's level, at Puff Daddy's level, bruh, they got money. They got like, there's nothing they wouldn't have no reason to be mad at Nip. Like, Nip's he was a solid dude, man. Smart, too. Very smart, Yeah. All right, man. I'll let y'all do what y'all do in the chat, man. I ain't going to cut nobody off just as long as you ain't disrespecting nobody, you know what I mean? But what y'all tell me in the comments later on or in the chat right now, what do y'all think about this, man? Do you think, even with these small cities like this, the crime going up and rising crazy, behind a shooting or behind rap music, is that a sign that maybe things are getting too crazy in rap music right now? Because, a small town like Bogalusa, why they got rap beef? And the police already mentioned in this story, they feel it's two opposite sides of the rap situation. You know what I mean? It's wild. Let me see. Allegedly. All right, I'm going to leave y'all. I didn't say they got anything to do with it. I'm just make them big and it. Oh, okay. And that's a conspiracy theory out there. I see a lot of people say that. Yeah. Nah, I ain't going to block nobody unless they do something crazy, man. Everybody's free to speak their mind, man. So do what you do, man. But yo, I didn't had y'all in here for a minute. I like to keep these 35 to 45 minutes, but sometimes those video clips are long and we got to break them down and talk about it, man. But I like the input and I like the chat, man, getting involved. I appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. But with that, man, do me a favor. Everybody in here, make sure y'all run them likes up. We should have been over 1,000 likes, but let's try to get to that milestone. Hit 1,000 likes today, regardless. But, man, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that dropped their city. If I ain't get to it this time, I'm going to get to it next time for sure. And we probably going to be going live again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what goes down with this case. But I feel something coming on. I see it coming. You know what I mean? And we out of here. Peace.